Lately, I have been noticing a shift within myself. It wasn't confidence in the loud, obvious way people usually describe it. It wasn't pride or achievement or the kind of self esteem that comes from doing something impressive. It was quieter, softer, almost unnoticeable until I paid attention. It felt like a gentle inner calm, a feeling that didn't need validation, approval, or applause to exist. For a long time, I didn't understand it because I had spent years measuring my self worth based on how others saw me, on how much I achieved, how much I was appreciated, how much I was chosen, valued, or praised. I thought self worth was something I had to earn, something given to me by the world, not something I already had. But recently, something changed. I started valuing myself even when nobody was watching, even when I wasn't succeeding, even when life was quiet and nothing special was happening. And that's when I realized that is what inner world feels like. It's not loud, it's not dramatic, it's not a celebration, it's a gentle knowing, a grounded feeling that says, I am enough as I am. For most of my life, I confused self worth with achievement. I thought I needed to prove myself constantly to be liked, to be wanted, to be good enough in someone's eyes. Even on days when I was doing well, there was a small voice inside what whispered, you need to do more. I didn't realize I was living in a constant state of self negotiation, always trying to earn my place in the world. But the truth is, self worth isn't something you chase, it's something you come home to. It begins the moment you stop asking the world for permission to feel worthy. What does self worth actually feel like? It's subtle. It doesn't demand attention. It doesn't seek validation. Self worth feels like being comfortable with whom you are when you're alone. It's choosing yourself without guilt. It's knowing that losing someone will never mean losing yourself. It's a quiet confidence in your own heart, the kind that nobody gave you and nobody can take away. Inner peace begins where self judgment ends. And for many of us, that's the hardest part because we were raised to believe our values lies in the being useful, impressive, or pleasing to others. We learn to shrink ourselves to fit expectations, to apologize for existing, to prove our importance through actions. But when you begin to respect yourself, you stop begging for the kind of love that requires you to abandon who you are to receive it. Here are some signs you're slowly returning to your own worth. You stop explaining yourself to everyone, not out of arrogance, but because you trust your decisions. You stop chasing people who make you feel unchosen because you finally understand that someone's inability to value you does not make you less valuable. You become more selective with your energy, not because you are guarded, but because you finally see your time, heart, and presence as precious. You stop forcing what isn't meant for you, and peace becomes more important than attention. You begin to understand that self worth isn't loud confidence. It's a quiet belief that you deserve respect, love, and kindness even from yourself. You don't need to change to be worthy, but you may need to unlearn the belief that you weren't. You don't have to earn love, you are love. You don't have to prove your value, you embody it. And one day, you will look back at the version of yourself who doubted, who settled, who questioned their own heart, and you will feel a deep tenderness toward them because you will finally see how deserving they always were, even when they didn't believe it. And you will whisper to yourself, I am enough. I always was.